Welcome back to the Simply Social podcast. We have a very special guest here today. You might recognize him from our very first episode. He is one of the co-founders of C Squared Social. Cassidy, welcome back.
Thank you.
Second time.
This is my second appearance, which puts me at the top of the leaderboard, so I feel good about that.
That is true.
I don't know why you guys picked me. I'm probably the worst at podcasts, but...
This is not true. I know you're ready for this one.
All right.
Today is a fun topic. So there's a lot, obviously, that's happened around here. We have a big growing team. We have a new office space, and there's a lot that comes along with that. A big part of it is the culture. Yeah.
Culture.
Go ahead. It's the culture.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I know that we've talked about this a little bit in the pre-prep, but it's C Squared. We try to foster a great office culture for a number of reasons. Primarily it's because we're a creative company. I mean, when you think about it, we're a marketing company that's always putting out content for either our clients or for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And so anytime you have a creative company, you want to have a culture that fosters creativity. And we think that it's the best to have an open office vibe and a really fun office where there's kegs and kombucha kegs and ping pong and foosball and everything else that goes along.
Skateboards.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I've almost broke my neck on one before.
Yeah, I don't think our
deal.
insurance company really likes that we have skateboards in here, but it could be worse.
We're all becoming pretty good at it, though.
Everyone's getting there.
Every day a little better.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to say, working around it is so much fun. You come to work and you're excited to be here. You know that you're going to get to go and maybe sit at the creative table and, learn a little bit more about what their day is like.
Right.
You don't have a designated section per se. You guys went with a totally different theme. No cubes, right?
Right. Yep, absolutely. We try to go with the anti-Dunder Mifflin vibe here at C Squared Social. So we tried to, our landlord, it drives him crazy because we ask for no pop-down ceilings, no carpet. We want exposed floors, exposed ceilings. And he's always thinking, you have TIs. Why don't you want to do this stuff? But for us, we want to keep that sort of creative, open office vibe. And it really helps, like I said, with the team's creativity. But also from a recruiting standpoint, that's a big component too. We're in Carlsbad, California, and it's very competitive around here with a lot of industries and even other marketing agencies. And so if we can set ourselves up as a really fun place to work and an enjoyable atmosphere and a lot of perks that go along with it, it allows us to recruit great talent, keep them here, keep everyone excited to come into the office each day.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've done a good job at being able to showcase who we are through our social media channels. I know Instagram has really been hot lately. Anytime we have people coming in and we're trying to recruit them, I think that's kind of their peephole into our world and who we are here at C Squared.
Yeah, I think it's different now when people apply, whether it's through Indeed or anywhere else. Before, they would just apply, they'd come into the office, they'd do their interview. But with millennials now, the new thing is when they see a job opening, the very first thing that they do is they go on Facebook, they go on Instagram, anywhere they can to research that company because culture has become such an important part of things. And I would probably say Google and Facebook are a huge reason why that's the case.
Yeah.
But the very first thing that any prospect does is they want to research the company. Mm-hmm. So obviously Instagram, Facebook are super important to us to be able to show what it's like here at C Squared, give them a peek behind the curtain and so they can understand what they're getting into. And that really helps us because we have a lot of prospects that go, man, I saw your Instagram and I've got to work here. Whereas, it's just much more difficult to compete in that field when you don't have that type of a culture.
Yeah, and that's huge for us too. I think being in the digital marketing space too, where we don't have a ton of, say, face-to-face time with people. So showing who we are in outlets through, Instagram and Facebook and whatnot is really important.
Right.
When it comes to the client side with C Squared, what are some of the ways that you specifically like to showcase our culture, say through video chats and whatnot?
Well, one of the things that we've noticed at C Squared, if we can get, this is just on the sales side, if we can get a prospect to come into our office and experience the office, get a sense for the team and the energy around it and what we're doing, we sell them 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. And I know that's on the sales side of things, but we also try to do that for our clients because we have clients all over the country and actually, internationally as well. So a lot of them will never get to be in our office. But it's so exciting being in here, the energy of the team and the hustle and the bustle and the creative team and the sales team and everything else that goes along with it, that we've learned that Instagram should be a place that we could showcase that and try to bring the experience of C Squared Social to, our current clients, our prospects, and pretty much everyone in between. And it's been a huge driver for us for sure.
Yeah. I know I've personally even seen a few of our clients commenting and reaching out to us through Instagram, saying, "Hey, I didn't know you guys had kombucha on tap. I want to come down and hang out with you for the day."
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and Instagram stories I think is one of the best examples of that because, I know on Instagram feed and Facebook and everything else, you try to put your best foot forward and it's very professional and polished. Instagram stories to me is such a great way to showcase just in real life what it looks like around the office and what an average day looks like and who's, in the call pods making calls or on the creative table building Legos or just trying to get their creative juices flowing and everything in between. So I think Instagram stories is something that a lot of businesses are underutilizing.
Hey guys.
I
heard you talking about kombucha, so I thought I'd bring a little treat.
Speaking of, what a treat.
Podcasts are a lot of hard work. So.
Yes.
Thank you.
Is this going with the theme of culture?
Yeah.
Yes. Kombucha. Tell me this has alcohol in it. Is it fermented?
I'm just jealous. I want to be in the next episode, so I thought this might win you over.
Yeah. Ooh, stay
fun,
tuned. Thanks.
Thanks, Caleb.
I hope someone got that on Instagram stories. Speaking of real-time moment, right?
Exactly. Cheers.
That's so funny. Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah, and that's just that's just one example of the fun things that you can do at an office. So many businesses think that you have to build Google headquarters in order to be cool or to have that culture. That's not true at all. I mean, just small touches can really help people, enjoy their work environment. Adding a keg, you can buy those things on Amazon for cheap and put kombucha in it or put some beers in it. And ping pong table and a foosball table and, like I said, ditch the carpet and get rid of the pop-down ceilings.
Yeah.
And it makes it feel like a whole different experience. A lot of people feel like they're working in a coal mine within a salt mine at their job. And if you can just do a couple of small things, you don't have to break the bank, but you can make a great culture.
Yeah, I agree. It makes it so much fun for you as an employee working in an environment like that. And it's great for the clients. I know I love to be able to walk somebody around, maybe they're on the East Coast. They're not going to have a chance to come visit C Square necessarily, but we can do a video chat, show them around. I might take them on a full office tour.
Right.
They might get in the middle of a ping pong battle or something,
yes,
but
and it gets competitive.
Yeah, and they like seeing that side of us. Like we're real humans, we're having fun, but you're over here creating something great for them on social.
Right, exactly. And you mentioned that was something that we implemented here is to say, instead of just doing a phone call where you're talking to prospects or your current clients where you're just doing a basic phone call with them, let's implement Blue Jeans or if you use Zoom or anything else, make sure your camera's on. Make sure you give them a taste of what's going on in the office. Don't have to do it in a stiff, boardroom or something like that. Do it out in the open. Show them a little bit about, the energy that's going on and the vibrancy of the team.
Yeah.
And so that's one thing that we implemented. Another great tool is what's called Bonjoro, which is an app.
I love Bonjoro.
Yeah, it's the Snapchat for business is what we call it. And it's a great way for you to be able to just send a follow-up to an active client, maybe a prospect or, to show them what the team culture is. And it's supposed to be impromptu and super casual. It's not supposed to be stiff. And those little touches go a very long way for clients. Yeah.
What do you kind of do when you take a Bonjoro? Do you show something in the background that represents C Squared? What's your tricks?
Usually it's me, hitting a game winner on ping pong or something like that, or hitting the winning shot.
Forehand winner,
yeah, exactly. No, I think it's one of the best things to do is to show other people in the company because they know who you are. So I think if you can show there's other people involved in your account, there's other people that work towards things and introduce them to that individual. Like, for example, our creative team, in many regards, they work in the background because, they're not all the time on calls with with the client or whatnot. Right. So to get a chance to introduce them to the client or show them to a prospect is a big selling point because they're so talented and such great. I have to say that because they're all standing back here, but they're so talented. And so you want to showcase that off. So if you use Bonjoro, be sure to show team members and other people on your team.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
Yes.
Well, I am going to go head into the rapid fire round.
Okay.
So get yourself ready.
Oh my gosh.
You're going to answer whatever, pops into your head first, kind of quickly.
All right, let's do it.
All right, ready? Okay, so kind of keeping with our theme of office culture.
Okay.
Tell me about your favorite place to work in the office.
There's
a lot of options around here.
A lot of options around here for sure. I actually like working out in the open area. I've heard some people talk about that the open office vibe is dead, or that fad is going away. I've heard some people say that on LinkedIn. I totally disagree with that. I think that, and I know from experience, when there's a day where everyone seems to be in their own office or their own call pod or anything else, that collaboration is just so much lower, the energy is so much lower. So if you had that environment in your office all the time, I just think that would be a detriment. So personally, I think my favorite spot is to be out in the open amongst the team where you can chit chat, collaborate, that type of thing.
Yep. Unless it's me hunting you down for questions.
Yes, exactly. And then,
in which case you
I've
run away.
Noise canceling headphones are very important if you have an open office environment for sure.
How about, do you prefer a call pod or a call room? When you have to take a call.
For sure a call pod. We've got a couple of these call pods. They're called rooms. And they're super cool because they're noise canceling. They've got fans in there and whiteboard, that type of thing. It's like a glorified phone booth. Mm-hmm. And so I love taking calls in there because I can really focus and I'm not distracted by anything that's going on.
Yeah.
So yes, call pod.
Yeah, I like it. I do too.
Am I supposed to have one-word answers for these, or am I just blowing it with the
you can keep
extended
going.
sentence?
No, you're
All
good.
right.
It's not quite rapid fire, but it's a little more like lava. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
What's your favorite office treat?
I'd say goldfish crackers for sure. Yes.
Ooh,
we use
the
Box.
Cheddar Original.
Not to extend again, but if Box.com is a great place to get snacks to an office. It's like Costco on the go. It's like the Amazon of Costco. And so we use that where people can collaborate and throw what type of treats that they want in there. And so goldfish, though, number one.
And they
Can't
deliver
beat it.
in 24
yes,
hours. Which
absolutely.
Is pretty good. What about your favorite pump-up song for work? We love music around here. So you've got to have like maybe a go-to before you get on a big call.
Pump-ups individual song. Pretty much anything John Mayer. I would say like Good Love is on the way, just good vibes.
I like that.
Yes,
I like that. I like John Mayer too.
We have Sonos speakers throughout the office, and so we crank tunes, and that's also a good way to get people pumped up.
Yeah, I love that it depends on the moment too. Like you come in here super early, 7 a.m. Our creative team, they've got this nice little smooth vibe.
Yes.
Playlist.
Probably
they like to
lo-fi
listen to.
beats. Yes.
Lo-fi beats is what it's called. So if you guys want to listen to it.
Yes. Sometimes there's Deep Focus is one that people play, but that can take you into a really dark place after about 30 minutes. So I would say no go on that.
It up. Yep.
Yes.
And last but not least, sneakers or dress shoes to work?
I don't even know if I own many pairs of dress shoes. Yes, I'm team sneaker.
Team
sure.
sneaker. I think we all are here.
Jam.
Everyone wears sneakers around here.
Yes, for sure. Back to the culture and casual vibe.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on the podcast today. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Awesome.
Great.
I appreciate it.
We'll see you for your third round.
All right.
And thanks, everybody, for joining us. Appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast if you haven't yet. And be sure to ring the bell so you are the first to know when there's a new episode being released. That's everything for now. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.